Good morning. It's Celeste of Astrology by Celeste. Yes, it is. I'm lighting my birthday candle, the present of the Tarot Trio. Oh, Jesus. Mercury and Gemini, square Saturn. Yeah, I'm choking on the smoke from the candle. Gemini's an air sign. Okay, anyway, I love my birthday candle. It smells fantastic. If you don't let the big plume of smoke go up your throat, yes. And if you want your own, you can go to the link in my bio. Welcome, everyone. Let's see. There's some comments. Hi, everyone. Lash Muse. Hi, Teen Art Teacher, and Amazing Day Astrology, and LA, and Jess, Squirrel of Mystery, and everyone. Astro Guy. I love it. And Johnny Nook. Welcome, everyone. Hi, yes, I haven't seen you in a little while. Welcome back. I see Martina from France. Can you give us a report about the said? Are they going to get that mess cleaned up in time for the Olympics? It doesn't look like it. And I saw a news story about how people are threatening. So it was John Oliver last week tonight. Apparently, Macron and the mayor of France are saying they're going to swim in the Seine to prove it's going to be safe for these athletes. These athletes, if they go in that dirty, disgusting water with Saturn and Pisces, Saturn rules the skin, and Pisces is Pisces can be like infectious diseases and things like that. Yeah, and at the time of the Olympics, Mars is going to be squaring Saturn, so for part of it, and like I could just see them like getting all these skin rashes. Like Mars rules like things like inflammation and rashes and things like that. But anyway, people are threatening to poop in his head as on the day that the mayor is planning to swim. People are just something. Yes, they are. Yeah, I'm fine. I just took a big, hi Jade. I just took a big puff of that. Yeah. Oh, your birthday was the 2nd. Happy birthday. Okay. Hi, Astrology Guy from Israel. Welcome. All sass, no breaks. Yes. So good to see everyone. Okay, let me get going. Oh, wicked storms here in South Florida. Well, Mercury in Gemini, an air sign, square Saturn and Pisces. And Saturn can be like problems in Pisces with water. So air and water is like, you know what air and water is. The high winds and rain, driving rain. And with Mars in Taurus squaring Pluto, now it's separating, but there were reports of like landslides places and stuff like that. So you can see like where the aspect perfects on a chart, if it's angular, especially when you have Mars at the 4th house or Saturn at the 4th house, because the 4th house is land, you can see, if you set the chart for that place, there may be some trouble with the land or the weather or something like that. And for the United States, like every year you can cast the Aries ingress chart. And I did a talk for Kepler College about this, and Mars in Aquarius was really tightly close to the IC. That's the 4th house. That's what starts the 4th house. And that is classic, having a lot of problems with land and weather. And in the United States, we've had all of these Mars in Aquarius, this fixed air sign, all of these tornadoes across the countries, these horrible storms. There were fires in Texas. That bridge fell down. You could see it in the Aries ingress chart. All of these problems dealing with land and whatnot. Okay, nobody is swimming, Martina says. I think it's, oh, hello, Elena, my teacher, Elena Lubin. So nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah. Yeah, John Oliver is great. Yes, and this was a great example. So thank you for turning me on to this show, because one of this Sunday show was about people who are doing this guy Barron, what a great name, from, I can't remember where he's from, but he's some CEO of a company that wants to go down to the ocean floor and scoop up all of these mineral chunks that can be used for batteries. And we had Jupiter conjunct Uranus is one of the big transits of the year, and Uranus rules scientific advancements and things like that. And this guy was talking about how great it would be because we could replace fossil fuels. So we've done all of this damage to the earth, and he was proposing him going down and sweeping all of these, I forget what they were called. If someone saw it, if it remembers what the name of those mineral rocks is, sweeping all of these things up from the ocean floor in order to replace fossil fuels, and just proposing it as all of this wonderful thing. And he's got this big Jupiter grand idea, this scientific idea about how he's going to take all these big things down to the bottom of the ocean and do all this technology to whatnot. Well, what about the problem? So John Oliver was talking about, and it was perfect for Mars and Taurus. Mars rules problems and things like that, and Taurus, the land. So there's all of these, like thousands, millions, whatnot, of the species that live down there. And do we really understand how what they do and all the things they do is so interwoven into that ecosystem? What are the problems with this? And he was talking about some of those. So you run this thing over, and then all of this like sand is kicked up in the back, and this could impact like bioluminescent species that are hunting for food, and it's going to kill all of these amoebas and whatnot, and all of these other kinds of things. And we have Mars coming to meet Uranus on July 15th at 26 degrees of Taurus on Algol, like the beheading star. And this just really made me think of this, what if there's some like scientific technology thing that causes unintended consequences, that makes big news around that time, that causes some kind of, Algol is associated with catastrophes. And it makes me think about in Dubai, when they had those horrible storms, and people were saying maybe it was like cloud seeding and things like that are caused this like torrential rain storm that flooded the airports and all of that kind of stuff. So we may be seeing or reading about something like that, how a problem was caused by a technological advancement around July 15th, or even now through then, as Mars is moving towards Uranus. Yeah. Okay. I'm already off on tangents. I had no intentions of talking about that. Oh, thank you. You like my new portraits. Nye, the photographer, she is an artist. Oh my God. She did such a beautiful job. And that was her concept, to have me holding the tarot card. Yeah. And so she did that. And yeah, I'm so happy with the pictures. And you can go look on my wall and check her page and book with her. She's on the East Coast, but she travels places if you're interested in getting some photographs. Oh, good. Okay, Lisa's listening to my astrology reading with her and checking the dates. Oh, good. Yes. Okay. Hi, Jane, and Marina, and everyone. Okay. let me get going with what I've intended to talk about. Okay, so this is Celeste of Astrology by Celeste, and this is the Astro and Oracle program, where what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the astrology for a little bit, and then I'm going to pull cards for Oracle guidance to help you navigate this week. You're going to listen to your sun, moon, and rising sign, and I'm using the deck. This is a new deck called Cowgirls and Aliens by Ellie Grant. Her handle is Harlequin Space Opera. And I'm going to put a link to the deck. If you buy it through my link, I get a few pennies from my Amazon store. But anyway, it's a rock pool deck. And it is so on brand, like it's just coming out now. It's so on brand with the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. So Taurus rules cows. And Jupiter has associations with like going west and exploring new territory. And it's really that cowboy archetypal mythology. And Jupiter's associated with horses, and the cowgirls and the cowboys ride horses. And Uranus is aliens. So the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, and she launched this deck. I've been using it. It is fire. I am so liking it. You can see the back of the deck. So you have a cowgirl and you have an alien. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, we're going to get to that in a minute. A couple announcements. I'm going to be doing a local event. So if you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, I will be at the Breathing Room in Alameda on July 29th. They're hosting, and this is a wonderful like yoga studio, but they do all these community events as well. They're hosting their first Stardust Mystical Fair, so there'll be a bunch of spiritual entrepreneurs from 1 to 5 p.m. I'm just going to do mini readings for $40. You can add an oracle reading for additional $20. So you can come to that. I am teaching at the OPA retreat October 16th to 21 to the 21st. Now, I'm hoping to sell out all my slots by, well, I'd love August 1st. That's my target date that I'm planning to try to sell out this, because it's going to be this amazing retreat in Park City, Utah, and there's going to be amazing speakers. So even if you don't want to come to my talk, and what I'm doing is I'm teaching over 3 days about moon mastery. So you'll learn all about the moon and her cycles. I love using the moon cycles for prediction and timing. And you can use, like, you can go back in your life or forward in your life to see what that energy is and how you can make the best use of it. And like setting goals based on things. Like I was like, okay, this was a couple of years ago. I'm doing this. I'm quitting my corporate job. I'm going to be an astrologer. Taking my fool's journey and looking at the progressed moon coming to my midheaven. And that happened, I think it was last November, and it's just been exactly like what's supposed to happen when the progressed moon is at your midheaven. It's a time of achievement. The midheaven is the pinnacle, the top, and you're feeling good about your work and what you're doing. This is high road progressed moon on the midheaven. So, but you can look and see it coming, and then now my next thing I'm looking, Saturn and Neptune are meeting at my midheaven in 2026, early 2026. And it's a date where, okay, what do I want to have by then? Because Saturn at your midheaven can be a time where all of that hard work, like you're still working hard, but you get the achievement. And for Neptune, people know I've been working on deepening and developing my psychic skills. Like bringing that Saturn and that Neptune, and I'm like, ooh, I've got all my tools in my tool belt, and blah 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 blah, and I'm just like the cowgirl and the alien, the astrologer by then. So, ooh, I can't wait to see what's going on then. Hopefully, it's all good. Yeah, Well, I come to the East Coast anytime soon, Vernon. No plans this year. I'm going to the United Kingdom. And then, what do you call that? Park City, Utah. And I'm going to Arizona this weekend, but that's just fun. And I had promised myself I am not taking my computer. I have got to stop working. I mean, I really have to take some time off. I really do. This is a shadow of Taurus. So I'm a Taurus sun. I've got Saturn on my sun and Mercury in Taurus. And just the overworking and my South Node in Virgo. I've got to give myself a break. You're going to be seeing pictures with surprise guest stars that you may recognize who I'm going to be hanging out with. Okay. So let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, great time to come book a reading, and I can give you a reading when I get back. Okay. So today, the sun is in Gemini, the moon is in Virgo. Tomorrow, we're going to have a first quarter moon. So think about the intentions you set last week. What changes do you need to make? What actions do you want to take? If something is buzzing in your head about taking action, it's a great time to do it, because like with Mercury in its home sign, you can think about a plan that's really good. Yeah, I was going to talk about Mars and detriment and all of this kind of stuff, but I feel like, I spent so much time talking about, I forget what I was even talking about, that, yeah, I was going to talk about all of the Mars square Pluto stuff. You know what? If you really want to hear it, let me know. I would love to. Next year, I'll come to the East Coast probably. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I prepared notes and everything about Mars and detriment. Yeah, I'll talk about it on the podcast. How about that? Yeah, you can listen to, I have to tape the podcast next, because I think there's some really good examples. One of which, some guy hijacked a bus in Atlanta. Anyway, let's just keep going. I will talk about the astrology in action on the Celestial Insights podcast, so you can listen to that on Sunday to get the details of Mars and detriment. Okay, so let's just pull the cards. Cowgirls and aliens. Oh, I didn't finish what I was saying. I would love to have you come join me. This is your personal invitation to come join me in Utah for Moon Mastery, where I'm going to be teaching all about the moon over 3 days. And there's going to be all these other events going on as well. Amazing astrologers there. Christopher Renstrom, Ann Ortley, Kira Sutherland. I think, Sam Reynolds. Check. You can check. I think Sam Reynolds is going to be going there. Gemini Brett, it's going to be really amazing. And then there are going to be OPA peer groups as well as consultation skills. So there's all this wonderful stuff you can be doing, but I'm inviting you to come to my Moon Mastery track. Now, it's an intimate thing, so there's a maximum of 9 participants, and I've already got 3, so there's 6 more people. So if you are thinking about it and you want to go, do not hesitate, because once I hit 9, it's over. Okay. And I'd love to have you join me. Okay. Listen for your sun, moon, and rising. And if a couple of people in the question mark, so at the bottom of Instagram, there should be a question mark down there where you can put your sun, moon, and rising. I'm going to do the question mark. Follow instructions. I'm being strict. Mercury squaring Saturn. And I will do a couple of readings at the end. Okay. We'll see how many, because I have a lot to do today before I go on my trip. Oh my God. Okay. Aries. Again, we're using Cowgirls and Aliens by Ellie Grant. It's a rock pool deck. Aries, what is your card? Oh, I was talking about the Sen. Got totally off track. Well, talking about Saturn and Pisces, dirty water. It's in the astrology. Also, today's sun is sextile Chiron. So, a spotlight, like, use your words for healing and helping rather than hurting. Okay. Ooh, how interesting. Okay, this is an Aries card. Look at the beautiful artwork. So Elia's done art for other decks, like Angels Among Us and which I've shown you before, and there's another one. Was it Goddesses Among Us? Okay, let's see. The Mounted Woman, number 4. So 4s are foundations. And you get, on the card, you get an affirmation. I am capable, independent, and will rely on myself. Okay, Aries, that's your card. Just be yourself. Capable, independent, and relying on yourself. Now, let me read your thing. So then there's a story, a message, and tips with each card. The story is, the wind gently lifts her hair as she turns into it, breathing deeply. The mysterious scent of alien flowers hangs in the air. She is searching for ingredients for a healing balm, and she finds them growing on a grassy hill. As she gathers the flowers, she hears a howl in the distance echoing across the plains. The hunt will begin soon, and she will be prepared. The message is, the mountain woman is fiercely independent. She loves having the freedom to do things in her own way. She feels her truest self when she is out in nature, relying on herself to survive the harsh mountainous conditions. She embraces the solitude and appreciates the simple things in life. She doesn't care what other people think of her. She is here to remind you that you don't need anyone else to give you validation or permission. You can choose your own path through life no matter what other people think. All that matters is that it brings you joy and fulfillment. Life will throw challenges at you. While it can be hard to face them alone, know that you can trust and rely on yourself. You've got this. And the North Node is in Aries, amplifying this courage and independence and letting go of the South Node in Libra, the codependence or worrying about what other people are thinking about what you're doing and letting that stop you and hold you back. So tips. Instead of waiting for someone to take you, how about getting on your own magical intergalactic adventures? Sweep yourself off your own feet. Embrace the places where you feel your true self. Is it out in nature, in a busy crowd of people, inside a video game? I love that. So perfect for Aries. Yes. Okay. Now, Kristen, put it down. Oh, you don't see a question mark at the bottom, Kristen? Do some people not? I see like a lot of people have their stuff in the question mark. Okay. I might make an exception. We'll see if people don't see the question mark. Oh, you don't see a question mark. Okay, someone says you have to hit the plus sign, and then Lara's saying you have to hit the plus sign at the bottom, and the I know, Jess, this fool hijacked a bus. He is not Dennis Hopper. Speed, that movie was 20 plus years ago. He hijacked a bus and actually really hurt someone. He may have even killed someone. Got caught. Hijacked a transit bus like Dennis Hopper in the movie Speed. I have no idea why. This was in Atlanta, Georgia. I was just reading about it this morning. Idiotic. So notice how there have been some idiotic plans that people got caught. See, you notice when you see that in the news with Mars in Taurus squaring Pluto in Aquarius. Like, well, he had this stupid idea, Mars in Taurus and detriment, to hijack this bus, which has a lot of people on it. I don't know what his point was. But anyway, the police, Mercury and Gemini, they probably didn't take long to come up with a plan to Saturn and Pisces stop this madness. And yeah, he's off to jail. Also, the United States government got like, I think it was 7 or 8 terrorists who'd come over the southern border, and they were in 3 different states on the East Coast. They caught them through surveillance. And there was another stupid plan where, a white supremacist was planning to do an attack at a rap concert, a racist attack, and went up to an FBI agent to discuss, undercover FBI agent, and told him his plan, and he's sitting in jail, thank God, too. So notice how dumb plans get caught. And I said that. I said, like, there was something going on, and I talked about this in the Aries Ingress video for Kepler College. It's on YouTube. You can just Google it. It was called Fortunes of a Nation. And I said there was some plan that was seeded when Mercury, what happened in February was Pluto in Aquarius on 0 degrees, which is a critical point. And then first Mercury, then Mars, then Venus all met Pluto in Aquarius and got charged up with that plutonic energy of like wanting to do something destructive. Pluto can be the destroyer that has a mass influence. And then Mars and Venus met at 6 degrees of Aquarius on the south node of the United States. And I said, somebody's planning something and you need to figure it out before July 15th, when Mars meets Uranus. And I wonder if all those terrorists, Mars, Uranus, July 15th, around then was the date they planned to do their attack. Okay, anyway. Okay, Taurus. Okay. The blacksmith. Okay, what's your quote? I will take pride in a hard day's work. This is ridiculous. Okay, so the cards are telling us to just be ourselves. That is such a Taurus, Taurus can be known, like one of the parts of Taurus can be, just relaxing and enjoying and blah, 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 but it is a earth side. So there can be like a desire to achieve like sensual pleasures and, nice things, and you need money for that. So there can put the hard work, the Taurus can put the hard work in to reap the rewards for these pleasures in life. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I have enough sun, moon, and risings. Okay. Let me make sure I got all of the hi Brex babe. Okay. Oh, hi Jody. So nice to see you. My father's caretaker. Okay, Gemini. Gemini's the gunslinger. I will keep practicing until I master my craft. I will keep practicing until I master my craft. I love this. This feels more Virgo, but that's okay. Gemini, think about that. This is like for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Mercury is in the sign of Gemini, where it can express its energy with ease. It's its home sign. And it's squaring Saturn. Saturn delays things. Saturn, you have to put in some effort to achieve the goals. So this is what the energy is. Practicing, like testing the plan, doing the plan over and over. There can be trial and error. There can be delays. But even though Gemini's mutable air, it's like, okay, I'm bored with that. Let me move on. It's like, no, Gemini, you can keep at it. Think about what the goal is. Don't let like the little failures stop you, or sometimes they're big failures, but can you keep going? And yeah, I love that. Okay. Cancer. Oh, the cowgirl, number 1. I am enthusiastic to learn and grow. Well, Cancer energy is so fertile. It grows things, including babies and whatnot. But it's Gemini season. Learning and growing is the message. And if someone, like with Mercury square Saturn, if someone, like, you feel like you get like a criticism, or if you've gotten something where someone has reflected back on you, like how your actions weren't helpful or can you take in that, and rather than getting hypersensitive about, and I'm a Cancer rising, get sensitive about what you've been told and all in your feelings, can you just take the feedback, learn, and grow? Yeah, I love that. Because this is a kind of a tough moon cycle in some ways with the Venus, like, yeah, very Saturnian. A lot of people are coming up with consequences. Hunter Biden's guilty of his gun charge. All these people are getting caught trying to enact stupid plans. And yeah. Okay. Oh, how interesting. This is Leo, the clones. I will accept life's contradictions and keep an open mind. The clones. I will accept life's contradictions and keep an open mind. Let me read that one. Let's see. That's number 22. Accepting life's contradictions. This and that can be true. That's Gemini. Okay. Let me read the message. At first, the clones appear to be exactly the same, but they are not. They have unique minds holding different ideas and opinions. They represent duality, paradox, and contradiction. The clones remind us that things can be much more complex than we first think, so we should keep an open mind. And Leo's a fixed sign like Taurus, and Aquarius is Scorpio, and can get like something in their head that this is the way things are, and it's hard to kind of move that fixed energy off of it sometimes. So this is a great message, a reminder for Leos. Our brains really like fitting things into categories, making them neat and tidy, but the universe isn't like that. Even in our own minds, we can hold opposing thoughts and ideas. I know I do. When you have a decision to make and are feeling in two minds about it, don't stress. Give yourself a little time to sit in the paradox and stay open and receptive. Sometimes answers aren't ready and waiting, but take time to form. So if you're trying to make a decision, maybe tomorrow you'll get clarity with the first quarter moon, but maybe it'll take to the full moon where all is illuminated, and the full moon will be in Capricorn next week. Yeah, so if you're trying to make a decision and you're like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and weighing all these things, maybe you want to wait, yeah, and not push yourself, Leo, to make a decision. And recognize that you may see the same, like two people can look at the same thing, the same event, and see it a different way. There's a great movie called Rashomon by Kurosawa. Yeah, that's like people see something, a crime, and they all have describe a different takeaway on what happened. And there's something about parable, about touching an elephant. And somebody gets the trunk, somebody gets the tail, somebody gets the horn, or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember where that's from. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, Virgo, the space pirate. I will find silver linings in whatever life throws at me. I love this for Virgo. Okay, because Virgo energy can be, this is the space pirate, can be perfectionistic or hypercritical, or like just looking at the difficulties. And with Mercury, which rules Virgo, and square with Saturn and Pisces, Saturn can be like looking at the negative part, but Pisces is asking you to to like imagine something different, to reframe your thought processes. What is the positive in this? And last weekend we had Venus square Saturn, and that is blessings, Venus in disguise of something bad, Saturn. Yes. So can you think back and like about relationships or what have you? How is like some relationship ending in the past or not getting what you want? How was that a blessing in disguise? And I had said, some people who don't make the Olympics, it's going to be a blessings in disguise. And Caitlin Clark did not. But I think it's going to be just a lot of, I don't know I'm not sure what it is. It's going to be something maybe about the weather. Is it going to be too hot? Or there's so many protests and upheaval that, I don't know. I think the Paris Olympics are going to be not the best time for a lot of people. Like, now, if you win a gold medal, yeah, it's great. But if you're trying to watch something and I just think something's going to be put a damper on it because during it, Jupiter and Saturn square. Yeah. And that full moon is going to be very dramatic in Leo, mid-August. Yes, it is. And I got an image of a streaker, like someone running naked, like across a field or something like that. Not that that's a big of a deal. But I wouldn't want to go. No, I would not. Okay, word. It's Cowgirls and Aliens by Ellie Grant. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fantastic film. It's a classic. Yeah. Where's Kate? Oh, Kate, it's your birthday today. Okay, I'm going to pull you a quick tarot card for Kate's birthday. Wow, something popped out. The Fool popped out. So we'll give you the Fool. What new journey do you want to go on this year? Can you really imagine, really think outside the box. And maybe the Hermit's on the bottom. Take some time for introspection on your birthday or this weekend to really think and contemplate about what like calculated risks you want to take to achieve some kind of goal. And it can be around work, relationships, family, whatever. But just think about one big thing that you'd like to bring to life this year. And be aware, Mercury's squaring Saturn in your solar return. I don't know if it's applying or separating, but don't let delays discourage you too much. Okay. Let me say hi, my Rose. So good to see you. Okay. Oh, you got a message? Loud and clear. Holy cannoli. Oh, I'm so glad. Astrology insights. Yeah. Oh, good. Hi, Imaginary Restaurant. So good to see you. Ready for my reservation. Okay. Libra, the android. I will seek the truth. Libra. This is so interesting because Venus, it squared Saturn last Saturday, and it's coming up, I think it's Sunday, Monday, next week, it's going to square Neptune. And Neptune is the fantasy, the fog, the mist, and Venus rules Libra. So, really be paying attention, both Libra and Taurus, to what truths and everybody, how that the fog parts. When an aspect perfects, that's when, the culminating energy, and when you get on the other side, that outer planet, it brings the outer planet to the conscious attention of the inner planet. So, you're going to be realizing something in terms of relationships, values, money, resources, talents. Maybe I shouldn't say talents, but relationships, values, or money. Squaring Neptune. The fantasy is going to wash away and you're going to see something for what it really is, seeing the truth, which can be really positive, but it can also be disillusioning. Yeah, but let's hope it's all really positive. you're dating someone and you think they're all the perfect, and then, I don't know, they do something and you're like, that wasn't great. But they're human. So you just realize they're a human just like you and not perfect. Yeah. Let's see what else it says here. The android is a superior being in every way. She is tougher, faster, and smarter than any human. Her logic and intellect, hello Libra, an air sign, let her see through deception and find the truth. Yeah, deception, Neptune. Her thoughts are perfectly clear. They're not clouded by doubts, emotions, or rash judgments. The android encourages you to seek the truth, expand your intellect. When you have an opportunity to learn, absorb all that you can, but be aware not all the information out there in the galaxy is real and genuine. Be on the lookout for deception and misinformation, and make sure you ask questions. Seek evidence and listen to the consensus of experts. Do you have a situation in life that could benefit from logic? The truth is out there. You just need to embrace it and not like la 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 la, not want to hear it and just pass it on. And it may even come today with Mercury square Saturn. You get clarity. Saturn can bring reality that and somebody's lying. Like, this is not the way it really is. Don't fall for the okie doke, as some may say. Okay. Scorpio. The hacker. I will prioritize what is important to me. The hacker. I will prioritize what is important to me. Scorpio. Is there anything else I want to say about that? Yeah. We all have crazy busy times where we can feel overwhelmed. Sometimes we forget what we're working towards in the first place. Next time you're inundated with things to do, remember to take time for yourself and prioritize what is really important to you. So I think, with Mercury square Saturn, you can also be thinking about prioritizing tasks and not letting, someone else's lack of planning, Mercury square Saturn, someone else's lack of planning is not an emergency for you. That's a great thing to remember. Okay. Especially with your kids. Somebody's kid, trying to come last minute with, I need to build a science project by tomorrow, and trying to throw your world into upheaval, and maybe it's important for them to learn the consequences of their lack of planning. Okay, where are we? That was Scorpio. So Sagittarius, the pilot. I will seek out inspiration. I will seek out inspiration. That should not be hard for a Sagittarius who's a seeker. Yes. For me, what I'm getting for that is like, when you're out for a walk or something, just don't be busy on your phone or whatever. Just maybe even not even listening to music or talking to anyone. Just looking around and being inspired by the natural world for Sagittarius. And you may get a great idea. Yes, you may. Okay. Capricorn is the bartender. I will give others support and listen with empathy. There's this big message about listening. Remember, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth that has been coming up. Listen with empathy. Capricorn can be so prioritized on tasks and achievements. This is a real reminder to stop and just listen with empathy. That may be one of your kids or something, or a sibling. Gemini rules kids and siblings, or a neighbor just needs someone to listen, not necessarily tell them how to fix it, but just listen. So just pay attention. Tomorrow, Venus is sextile Chiron, and somebody may just need you. Oh, yeah, she has plenty of time to get to the Olympics, and I don't think this is the best year to go. Yeah. Yeah. You're not getting a clear Virgo picture. The space pirate? You didn't see it? Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad you love the cards. I think they're fantastic. Oh, good, Kristen. You love the Android. Yes. Okay, good. Let's see. Where are we? Aquarius. Ooh, the highwayman. I am determined and I will keep trying. For Aquarius, well, a fixed sign, determination, having the stick-it-to-ness to keep trying. Let me read that one. 17. Once she makes up her mind, no matter what the odds, she'll run in guns blazing before anyone has even blinked. Nothing will stop her from reaching her dreams, even if that means holding up every coach on this side of the solar system. It inspires us to take charge of our situation and create our destiny. If you've been hesitating before starting something, the Highwayman card says it's time to embrace your ambitious mindset and see if you can make things happen for yourself. Regardless of luck or innate talents, perseverance and tenacity. With perseverance and tenacity, you'll get to where you want to go. That's Mars and Taurus. The perseverance and the tenacity to keep going despite obstacles, like that stubbornness, can be really positive. And with Aquarius, Mars is squaring your Aquarius planets. It can give you like that push. Squares are tensions. They push us. Okay, let me do Pisces. And then I'll do a couple of, Pisces, the prospector. I will find joy in the process. It's not the journey, it's the process. This should be something Pisces is very comfortable with, that mutable energy, to just go with the flow, understand sometimes there are detours, but can we just, like, what's the learning in the detour? What's the learning with this? And sometimes, with this energy, with Saturn being so active, it can be like your thoughts turning to the negative. So can you reframe in your mind and like think towards the positive aspects of the learnings? Okay. Yes. Oh, good, Lara. Oh, good, Lisa. You've been feeling the Aquarius message. Oh, good, good. Hi, Moonchola. Hi, Blanca. So good to see you. I was thinking about you just the other day, maybe even yesterday, that I hadn't seen you in a while. Okay, let me do a few. So Martina from France is a Leo sun, a Virgo moon. No, wait. Is that right? Yeah, Leo sun, Virgo moon, and Aquarius rising. Leo sun, Virgo moon, and Aquarius rising. Okay, so you got the cowgirl, the clones, and the highwayman. Okay, Martina, I think there's going to be an opportunity for you to learn and grow somehow where you're going to be faced with like you're thinking this is the way it should be, but someone is coming with an alternative viewpoint, but that doesn't really make sense to you. And it may be someone like you've known for a long time, and like you just have this mindset that this particular thing or their way of thinking about this is like, you don't agree with it. And I'm thinking your husband, maybe, since I know you as a client. Yeah. And the highwayman, you're going to keep trying. Like, you're going to try to see their point of view and to use this Gemini duality to see the two sides of the story. And can you do some investigation and digging and like thinking about how could this person come up with this when I don't see it at all? And maybe even look at their chart and like, oh yes, that makes sense. They've got, I don't know, what's something? It's the Piscean energy. This is the Saturn in Pisces, like, and you finally get it how this doesn't make sense to you, but oh yes, okay. Hopefully that made sense to you. Yeah. Oh, he has Moon in Gemini. Okay, so yes, like maybe it's just about him. He won't stop talking his feelings out loud, and you wish he would process it in his head. But you come to the understanding that, oh, he has a Moon in Gemini, so there is this innate thing that he needs to have to talk these things out, which bore me to death because they're so mundane, Moon in Virgo, but I love him. Maybe we can just put them in a container. Okay, let's spend 10 minutes talking about this, and then I need some quiet time or something like that. Like maybe flex a different way of doing things. Oh, Martina says it's so true. Okay, good. Oh, good, Jay, you joined Opa. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed the secondary progressions presentation. Yes, we had a master, John Marcusella, joined to give a talk for OPA about secondary progressions. It was amazing. His site is astro.com. So like he's an or at least teacher. Like he is a granddaddy of astrology. And he gave us a master class on secondary progression as a sun squared Saturn. Saturn is the master, the authority. So is the sun. Sun is the leader. So it was just fantastic. I am a board member for OPA, the Organization for Professional Astrology. I already talked about the retreat, which I welcome you to join and come join us. But join OPA, opaastrology.org. I host the transit talks every first Sunday, where it's just like a study group where we talk about the current events and stuff. And there's all these amazing things that you get for I think it's just $80 a year. You get so much wonderful content. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah, he's fabulous. It was incredible. Yes, it was so cool. You could go to the OPA store and buy the talk if you just want to see his talk for like $15 or something. It should be up there, I think. If not, it will be soon. Okay. What's next? Okay. Ron Stone is a Sagittarius sun. Let's see. A Sagittarius sun, a Scorpio rising, a Leo moon, and then a Scorpio rising. Okay. Ron. The pilot, the clones, and the hacker. So the pilot is about seeking out inspiration. And then I will prioritize what's important for me, and the clones, the duality concept. So, Ron, I really want you to do the action I talked about earlier for Sagittarius. Like, go for a walk out in nature with no distractions and using your eyes as and opening your third eye. And as you see, like I want you to look for Gemini stuff, because the sun in Gemini is opposite your Sagittarius sun, and oppositions come in through other things, situations and people. And look to see the duality, like look to learn Gemini stuff, because with oppositions is as far as can be. And Sagittarius is like, just tell me the big picture. And Gemini is like, oh no, you need to know this and that and this and that. You got to have all the facts, all the details, so that you can understand this. And you're like, no, I just need the big picture. So I want you to look for duality as you take your walk, and look for Gemini things. And it's called making force connections. So if something catches your eye, how does this relate to, I don't know how much you know about the details of astrology, but the more you know, the easier. But maybe look for Mercury in Gemini, square Saturn in Pisces. And you can just Google the two and see like how they, some stuff. And then look and see how they show up. So Gemini topics are schools, mail, children, siblings, neighbors, Maybe two people catch your eye and you're like, ooh, are they siblings? Are they friends? Are they just do some like experimentation for just a journey, just to find inspiration. And you may find some inspiration that helps you realize something. And maybe you'll learn something by looking at the Gemini, like looking for Gemini, what's important to you as a Sagittarius. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense and that inspires you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Oh, let me do another one. Okay, stellar chat. Okay, well, I did Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. Okay, stellar chat, Scorpio. Okay, stellar chat, it's about prioritizing. I really think you need to get organized and prioritize because you have so many things on your plate. I'm seeing the clones for you as the Two of Pentacles. Like you've got all these things to do, and you really need to think about some time management. And you'll get to your goal, but I think I'm feeling like this funnel. Like you need to get focused. Use the Gemini, the Virgo moon. Like make a list. And then just take some time. Sometimes it can feel like, oh my God, I've got so much to do. I just need to do things one after the other. But taking the 5 to 10 minutes to make the list and then prioritize them in importance and really focusing on the top 3 to 5 can be a really powerful tool to help you manage the overwhelm of all of the things you're trying to do at once. That's what I'm getting for you, Stellar Chat. Oh, Stellar Chat says very true. Oh, good. Okay. And yeah. And then YCP. Hi there. Gemini Sun, Cancer Rising, and Scorpio Moon. Okay, Gemini Sun, Cancer Rising, and Scorpio Moon. Gemini Sun. I will keep practicing until I master my craft. I am enthusiastic and I will learn to grow and prioritize. Okay, I'm getting this, the gunslinger, about, like, since I know you, like, talking, messaging. This could be at work or with your husband, or I know you had an issue with some friends recently. So you can think about, okay, with your communication and setting healthy boundaries, and speaking in a way that is persuasive, clear, and brings connection rather than conflict. Although sometimes with the Scorpio rising, maybe sometimes what you say is a little more piercing than you intended. But that's okay. You learn from the past and you just self-correct. So if with Mercury, your chart ruler, your sun ruler, squaring Saturn, if you've been beating yourself up, I just want you to stop it and think about how these difficulties in the past can sometimes, you learn from them. You say things, I have an Aries moon, sometimes things come out too fast, or I just get excited about something and go off on it. Just go off and like without, I mean, it can be beautiful. Like I'd still be sitting at my desk in my corporate job if I didn't have that Aries moon to take the risk and do things without knowing exactly how things were going to turn out. But sometimes it backfires. But I think the same thing with that Gemini sun, where sometimes the mouth gets going and but can you not beat yourself up? Can you think about how I learned and grew from that experience is what I'm getting for you. Yes, this will be saved. Hello. I like hair gel. Yeah. Oh, you weren't notified when I went live. Do you have the thing clicked? Okay, I've been talking. I better go. So I hope this was helpful. The live will be saved on the wall, and I also am posting them to YouTube so that if you want to watch on YouTube, so you can go back and forward or just get to where you want to go more easily. I don't have time to timestamp them. Maybe I don't have time to timestamp them, but I will put it on YouTube. Okay, everyone, have a great day. I will be back tomorrow. I'm getting interviewed by Lisa on Medium Rare with Lisa. We're going to be talking about Biden and Trump and mundane astrology and whatnot. So it'll be tomorrow. I think it's 3 p.m. Pacific time. It's in my stories. Okay, take good care.